Hi, my name is Justin Caruso. I'm here to teach you Abzen, the Bliss Practices. Through the doorway of the breath, we remember who we are, we connect with Source, and we are guided into the sublime. I'm going to take you through various exercises. You need to be very aware of your own energetic states. If anything is too much physically, emotionally, mentally, it's important to take a step back in the progression or stay where you are in the step that you're at. Our first exercise is going to be in child's pose with two fists on either side of the spine, massaging the vital organs, massaging the viscera, mobilizing all of the digestive organs, and physically warming up this area with manual manipulation. My fists are going to press in as deep as is comfortable without causing any pain. It'll be slightly uncomfortable, but there shouldn't be any pain. I'm going to fold forward in child's pose and begin to massage the vital organs, massage the whole belly area. In the very center, I may feel my spinal column at the back of my stomach area. I don't apply too much pressure there, but to the sides, I can actually go quite deep. I can bring my fists down a little bit lower, more into the pelvic bowl, or up a little higher under the rib cage. The idea is to really massage as deep as possible without causing pain. I may even feel release in my lower back. After about a minute or so of constant massage, I'm going to just rest calmly and quietly with my fists in my belly in child's pose. Slowly come back out, the fire of our belly activated and ready to go deeper. Our first breath exercise is going to be an expanding box breath. The box breath has 4 stages. The first stage is the inhale. Second stage is holding the inhale. Third stage is the exhale. Fourth stage is holding the exhale. We're going to start with a count of 1 and gradually increase. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to take you through to 8, but feel free to go higher or to stop at 6 if you begin to feel dizzy or the CO2 buildup gets really uncomfortable and you have a really strong urge to breathe, particularly while holding the exhale. Come to a comfortable seated posture. Tilt your pelvis forward a little bit. Align your spine. Bring your sides of your neck back. Bring your chin back. Bring your ears back. And then grow taller from the top of your head. When you're comfortable, gently close the eyes. And we'll begin. We'll inhale. 1. Hold. 1. Exhale. 1. Hold. 1. Inhale. 1, 2. Hold. 1, 2. Exhale. 1, 2. Hold. 1, 2. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last one. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And breathe normally, relaxed. Allow the breath to come in and out on its own accord without forcing. And just scan the body, scan the mind. Observe any subtle changes, energetic changes, subtle changes in consciousness, subtle changes in how you feel in this moment. Now that we've prepared the physical aspect of our body and we've prepared the mental, emotional aspect of our body, we're going to go into the main study of the 10 steps to Nauli to really dominate control of our core, dominate control of our different abdominal muscles, our lower back, create space for our spinal column, and the dominance of this area brings an enormous number of benefits. But principally, you're going to feel incredible. The first 3 steps to Nauli, we've already done with the box breath, but now we're going to do them individually. The first step, we're just going to learn to lengthen the inhale and lengthen the exhale and breathe slower. We've already done this as part of the box breath, but here we're going to just focus not on the holds, but on the lengthening. We're also going to do the 3-part yogic breath. So the inhalation begins by pushing out the lower abdominal, the lower belly. This will expand the diaphragm down lower. And then breathe into the rib cage, expanding the ribs out to the side. And finally, the chest and the clavicle rise. The exhalation is the same in reverse. First, the clavicle and the chest come down, then the ribs knit in, and finally the lower belly pulls back. So let's begin. Find a comfortable seated posture. Exhale completely. And as you inhale, push the belly out. Inhale, push the belly out. Expand the rib cage next out to the side. And finally, let the chest and ribs come up. And as you exhale, let the chest and ribs come down. Knit the ribs in, keep exhaling, and then the belly button comes towards the spine. Inhale, push the belly out. Push it out. Let the ribs expand laterally. And finally, the chest and the clavicle rise. Exhale in reverse. Clavicle comes down, Chest comes down. The ribs knit in, long exhalation. And then the belly pulls back towards the spine. Keep exhaling until you're empty. And now inhale, last one. Push the belly out. Allow the ribs to expand. Keep expanding. Chest lifts up. Clavicle comes up. Shoulders are relaxed and back. And then last exhalation, clavicle comes down. Chest comes down. Ribs begin to knit in more, and finally the belly pulls down and in and back as you exhale completely, completely, completely. Good. Breathe naturally. That was step 1. Step 2, we're just going to hold the inhalation and count to 15, just to see your capacity to withstand a slight buildup of CO2. A count of 15, your oxygen levels won't deplete much. Just want to feel how much time you can hold the inhale comfortably. So exhale completely and begin. Inhale, again, full breath, belly, ribs, chest, clavicle, and now hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Exhale and relax. Good. Easy. Third step, we're going to focus on holding the exhalation. Very different sensation from holding full, the lungs with air. When you're holding empty, you have less oxygen in your lungs to circulate through your body, and your carbon dioxide buildup happens a bit faster. Try to relax your whole body. The less tension you hold in your body, the less oxygen you burn, the less carbon dioxide you produce, the more comfortable the retention will be. So take a deep, full inhale, belly, ribs, chest, clavicle, and now a deep, full exhale. Clavicle, chest, ribs, belly, and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Breathe naturally. Just observe any shifts in your breathing rate, velocity, and in your mental emotional state. For the next 4 steps, steps 4 through 7, we're going to be lying down to be able to really focus all of our attention on the belly and the lungs and the chest and everything. So come to a comfortable laying down position, face up, supine. For the 4th step, we're going to hold an inhalation, but we're going to focus on pushing out the belly, pushing out the ribs, and pushing up the chest and the clavicle. So really seeing just how much space we can create in our thoracic cavity and in the belly. Begin with a full exhalation. Full inhalation, belly, ribs, clavicle, and chest, and then push the belly out. Feel like you're pushing up towards the sky and out to the side. Push the rib cage out. Expand the rib cage. Push the chest up. If you're arching your back, relax your back muscles and push from your belly and push from your rib cage and push from your chest and relax. Again, inhale fully. Expand the belly. Expand the rib cage. Expand the chest. Expand the clavicle. And then focus on pushing everything out. And exhale, relax. Chest and clavicle, ribs, and belly. One breath cycle between each exercise. Full inhale and full exhale. Last one, this time I'll be silent. Inhale, full. Exhale, relax. In step 5, we're going to focus on emptying the most we can, emptying our lungs, and then also pulling the belly button towards the spine to really feel like we get as empty as we possibly can. We're tightening the transverse abs around the spinal column to begin to brace the spinal column, creating a really stable structure in emptiness. So relax, take a full deep inhalation. And as you exhale, clavicles, chest, ribs, and belly, then pull the belly button towards the spine, activating the transverse abs as you keep exhaling. So there's always a little bit of residual air in the lungs. See how much of that you can push out, out, out. And inhale, release. 2 more times. Exhale fully. Pull in. And release. Exhale. Pull the belly button towards the spine. Exhale more. And release. Holding exhalations and emptying has a very different sensation from holding inhalations full. For steps 6 and 7, we're going to do the practice of empty full. This is a bit more technical. Step 6, we're going to fill and air swallow. We're actually going to take air into the stomach to expand more the rib cage and to be able to inhale even more. And in step 7, we're going to exhale completely and actually pull the diaphragm up and pull all of the vital organs that we've mobilized physically up into the thoracic cavity, creating negative pressure in the pelvic floor area, creating lots of other benefits, tractioning the spine and holding empty. So for step 6, air swallow. In air swallowing, we're actually going to close the glottis and swallow air through the esophagus into the stomach. So not the inhalation through the trachea, but actually swallowing air into the esophagus. Once we've swallowed the air, we're going to expand the stomach and send it into the stomach. This is actually going to expand this whole area and create more rooms for the lungs to then inhale more air. You are probably going to burp. No one's listening. Maybe they're listening. They're going to have to deal with it. It's not that big of a deal. It's actually in India a sign that the food was delicious. They burp out loud. So this is a sign that these practices are delicious. Burp at will. Step 6, air swallow. So inhale fully, and then close the glottis, swallow air through the back of the throat into the esophagus. And then send the air into the belly. Again. Again. And relax. Excuse me. Excuse me, don't excuse me. 2 more times. Air swallow. Inhale fully. Air swallow. Send it to the belly. Send it to the belly. Send it to the belly, and then inhale more with all this space you've created. Exhale fully. Burp it out. Last one. Inhale. Expand the belly. Expand the ribs, chest, clavicle. Air swallow. Send it to the belly. Inhale into that space you've created. Expand out and relax. Burp it out. Step 7, negative abs. We're going to do something similar to pulling the transverse abs in, but then we're going to close the glottis and do a false inhalation to pull the diaphragm up and to create negative pressure in the pelvic area to pull the vital organs up into the thoracic cavity. I'm going to show it in bridge, but you don't have to be in bridge to do it. It's just slightly easier to find this false inhalation. So we're going to lift the hips up. Inhale fully, exhale fully. Pull the belly button back towards the spine, close the glottis, do a false inhalation, and then lower the hips. You keep your rib cage up, you keep the chest elevated. There's a slight arch in the back, but really the focus is on pulling the energy up from the root chakra, Mula Bandha, up through Uddiyana Bandha, up into the throat. Again, lift the hips, inhale fully, exhale fully. Hold empty, pull in, close the glottis, false inhalation, lower the hips, ribs stay up. Try to release the hold of the exhalation without causing a lot of stress to your nervous system. Try to smoothly return to an inhalation. Last one. Hips up. Inhale fully. Exhale fully. Pull in and up. Breathe naturally, and again take a pause to notice any shifts in your mental, emotional states, any shifts in your consciousness. And we'll move into the final 3 steps, steps 8 through 10. For this, we're going to come to standing. Step 8 is possibly the most complicated, and it may take some time to get, so if you don't get it in your first practice, keep practicing. It's very helpful to be able to look into a mirror. Step 8 is identifying the transverse abs and pushing them out while maintaining negative abs. So you're holding an exhalation, you're closing off the trachea using the glottis, you're doing a false inhalation to create negative pressure in the pelvic and abdominal region. Holding all of that, you're going to lean into your hands for stability and try to push out the transverse abs. So first, inhale fully. Exhale completely. Come to rest your hands on your knees. Gently bend your knees. Keep exhaling completely. Then, negative abs, and then look to push out your transverse abs. One breath cycle in between. Again, try not to gulp for air. Inhale and exhale. I feel like I'm pushing my spinal column forward through the middle. Negative abs. Push out the transverse abs. Last one. If you found your transverse abs in step 8, step 9 is pushing out side to side, which really is more about leaning into one hand and leaning into the other. If you haven't found the transverse abs yet, focus on step 8. It may take a while. Step 9 looks like this. Inhale, expand, exhale, empty, negative abs, push out the transverse abs, and then lean side to side. Again. This time do a full breath cycle between each round. Inhale, and let's go. Last one. For step 10, do a full belly wave of Nauli in one direction and then in the other direction. In step 9, we lean from one side to the next. Now we just do that switch more fluidly. So we'll lean left, push out to the middle, lean right, pull everything in. Lean left, push out to the middle, push right, pull everything in, and then in reverse, with one full breath cycle in between each round. Let's go. Inhale. Exhale. Negative abs. Lean into each side. One full breath cycle in between. Last one. Great. Thanks. 10 steps to Nauli. Bonus. Step 11 is pulling the lower abs in, pushing the upper abs out. Step 12 is pushing the lower abs out and pulling the upper abs in. Step 13 is a full belly dance. For the final and pinnacle practice of Abzen, we're going to blast off and go beyond. If you have any lower back issues, high or low blood pressure, if you get faint or dizzy at any point, which you will, just relax through it. Your body will automatically start breathing again if you pass out, which can happen, probably won't happen. This may be uncomfortable the first couple of times you do it, but over time, for me, it is a practice of prayer and a practice of stepping through a doorway, stepping through a gateway into the infinite. For me, it is a direct, mystical practice of accelerated meditation. Step one, round one. We're coming into camel or ustrasana. If you have deep back bending practice, you can have the top of your foot down. I like to start my first round with the feet flexed, the toes flexed. We're going to inhale completely, exhale completely, do negative abs, enter into the posture. As we inhale, we're going to do a power pull of energy from Mula Bandha, from the base root chakra, up through Uddiyana Bandha, up the entire spinal column, a reverse Jalandhara Bandha, expanding the throat chakra and shooting energy out the top of our head. That's all in the first inhalation. From there, we're going to exhale completely and begin Kapalabhati, which is a sharp exhalation. We can go through the mouth, sharp exhalation, pulling the belly button back towards the spine. We'll do that for a short period of time. And then as we come up, you're going to come up with an inhalation, bring the butt down, hold your inhalation as long as is comfortable, feel all of the feels, and then relax the breath with the exhalation. And we'll move into the second round. So let's go. Inhale fully. Exhale fully. Negative abs, and we'll enter the posture. Inhaling fully, fully, fully. Exhale, and Kapalabhati is with the bottom third of the lungs. Inhale fully. Come out of the posture. Hold the inhalation. Bring the butt down. Chin down. Feel. Release. Come back up. Next round, Bhastrika. So Kapalabhati is a short, sharp exhalation, pulling the belly button to the spine in the bottom 1/3 of the lung volume. Bhastrika is a sharp inhalation and a sharp exhalation, pumping the lungs. And here we're going to work the middle volume of the lungs. So it looks like this. We'll do the same entry. Inhale, exhale, negative abs, power pull as we enter and inhale fully, and then exhale fully. Inhale the middle volume of the lungs and begin Bhastrika. So let's go. Inhale. Exhale fully. Negative abs, power pull, inhale. Exhale. Middle of the lungs, Bhastrika. Inhale fully, come out. Hold. Release. Feel all the feels. For the third and final step, we're going to do tumo, which is a focus on the inhalation using the upper portion of the lung volume. So it's a strong inhalation and a relaxed exhalation. Everything else stays the same. Let's go. Inhale. Exhale. Negative abs, power pull. Inhale as we enter the posture. Two more. Inhale fully, come out. Hold the inhale. Relax. For the fourth and final round, we're going to do the pinnacle of the gateway. We're going to pass through the 3 breath exercises we've done. We're going to start with Kapalabhati. We're going to transition into Bhastrika. We're going to do the final tumo. And then we're going to add a variation of tumo, which is a double inhalation with an exhalation. Focus on the double inhalation. Exhalation is just the natural relaxation. The rest stays the same. As we come out, we're going to do that final inhalation, and we're going to hold and to expand just a little bit more when we're full. And in our final pose, we're going to do an additional air swallow, expand to inhale more, and blast off. Gone beyond. So let's go. For my final variation, now that my back is a little bit more warmed up, I'm going to have the tops of my feet flat on the floor. It allows me to go a little deeper into the back bend. Inhale. Exhale. Negative abs, power pull as we enter. Exhale fully. First Kapalabhati. Bhastrika. Tumo. knock it out with a double inhalation. Full inhalation as we come out. Air swallow. Breathe naturally, comfortably. Take a moment of pause to reflect on the practices and fill this moment, this here and now, fill this space of the sublime with gratitude. And I'm grateful for you for joining me in these practices of Abzen, the Bliss Practices. Take it easy, knock it out, go beyond. Thank you.